Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Monday, the 11th of October 2021. Today's Millwall news, we're going to start off with this, the weekly News at Den Loanwatch. This from newsatden.co.uk, and they give a little bit more than what I gave you on Saturday's video. So Isaac Alofi came off the bench and provided an assist. The Sutton United came from behind to beat Port Vale 4-3 through a 91st minute goal from Kobe Rowe. On Saturday, Matt Gray's side came from 2-0 and 3-2 down to win a fifth game in a row at Gander Green Lane. Ben Garrity headed Alofi's flick into his own net to make it 2-2 in the 69th minute. Vale went ahead again through Tom Conlon in the 78th minute, but Will Randall made it 3-3 with 3 minutes left before Rowe's dramatic winner. Sutton climbed into the League 2 playoff spot with the victory. Not bad. Also in League 2, defender Alex Mitchell returned for Leyton Orient in a 1-1 draw at Barrow. Omar Beckles equalised for Kenny Jack's Orient after Robbie Gott's 47th minute opener. The Orient dropped to 6th in the table, level on points with Sutton. In the National League, Daniel Moss got more senior minutes under his belt, but the defender couldn't help Yeovil avoid a 2-0 defeat at home to Notts County. The Glovers dropped to 15th in table. So there you go. 3 of the loanies playing. Hayden Muller not playing because St Johnstone are on a break for the internationals. Junior Tens is injured at Dover. Yeah, so there you go. That's the Loanwatch. A bit more detail than what I gave you on Saturday night. Disappointment for Millwall pair as Northern Ireland left perplexed by a red card decision. Now, I've already told you how they got on. They in Northern Ireland's game. Not too good. Northern Ireland were absolutely battered by Switzerland. Ballard played on the right side of a back three and Saville on the left of midfield in a 5-4-1 formation. The away side had Jamal Lewis sent off in the 37th minute after a second yellow card when he was deemed to have taken too long over a throw-in. Steven Zuba and Christian Fasnat scored in stoppage time at the end of each half. Ian Barrowclough's side are in Bulgaria for their next qualifier on Tuesday, so tomorrow. So there's going to be another Northern Ireland game, maybe more international Millwall players getting caps. Away in Bulgaria tomorrow. If you that's all these games are on Sky. If you've got Sky, you want to watch it. You want to see how they get on. Yeah, just watch it and see how they go on. Moving on now to this. So this was on a lot of stuff being put on the official site today. This is one of the things that got put on from millwallfc.co.uk. So a book from Merv Paynes. Not his first book. One of his books. I don't know. You may have read the short. What would you call it? An essay? No, not an essay. Just a short piece they wrote called "Because My Dad Does," and he's the guy who wrote that. So he's got a new book coming out. South Bermondsey Homesick Blues. Millwall Football Club went into the second half of the 1990s desperate to join the new cash-rich elite in the Premier League. Blackburn Rovers had already proved that success could be bought, and whilst they didn't have Jack Walker's megabucks, which saw the Lancashire side go from the lower reaches of the second tier to league champions in a few seasons, a new chairman and fresh investment in the squad not seen since the 87-88 second division championship winning season meant that the Lions fans went into the 95-96 season with higher hopes that their team would once again win promotion to the top flight. They were in for quite a shock. So Merv Paynes' South Bermondsey Homesick Blues tells the story of Millwall's journey through the final 5 years of the 90s, and as usual it was an eventful one. From title hopes to relegation disaster, almost going out of business altogether and employing an arch rival's legendary player as manager, to the realisation of another Millwall fan's dream appearing at Wembley. Once again, Millwall managed to cram into a few years what most other football fans experience in a lifetime, following their team. To purchase a copy of South Bermondsey Homesick Blues, click here. Yeah, it's quite remarkable when you look back on it now. It was like 30 years ago, coming up to 30 years ago. And what you've got to remember, so we were in the top division for 2 seasons, and we did all right the first season. I think we finished 10th, and we got to the top of the table, and we're up there for a couple of weeks. Can you imagine that? Millwall leading the Premier League, the equivalent of Millwall leading the Premier League for a couple of weeks and then dropping off and finishing 10th. But that's what happened. So you would imagine that having seen and been involved in that, they would try to push on, and they got the new ground sorted out. I think we moved into that might have been 95, 96, maybe the season before. But so they got the new ground sorted out. A lot of people fans are not happy about moving from the Den to the new Den. Quite an upgrade or downgrading. Upgrading facilities, downgrading atmosphere. Intimidating atmosphere for the away team and away fans. But it was an improvement. So you could see that they're trying to do things. They're trying to make things happen. And they signed the 2 Russians, and they turned out to be Halkies. So that did not end well. Really did not end well. They were supposed to be the signings to fire us up into the top league, and that just went completely sideways after we sold Teddy Sheringham to Forest for probably a club record at the time. And so after we got relegated, so you can see we were in the top league for 2 seasons. We got come down. We got into the playoffs the season after. I think we lost to Brighton, or then maybe it was Derby. I'm not too sure. I was only a kid at the time. But Teddy Sheringham scored a shitload of goals that season to get us into the playoffs. And then when we didn't get promoted, it was like, okay, might as well go then. But you can see, so having spent 2 seasons in the thing, and then you come down, you nearly go up again like a yo-yo team. You can see why the people in charge of Millwall were like trying to make things happen and sign a couple of Russians, sort out the new stadium, and trying to get things on where we can push on and be a Premier League team, get into that Premier League. That's when the Premier League just started, and no one knew that it was going to be what it became to be. But yeah, you can see we were nearly there. We were there or thereabouts, and then trying to do things to push us up that little bit extra, and it's all fell away. We've still got the new ground though, isn't that that's nice. But yeah, so this will all be written in this book, South Bermondsey Homesick Blues, part 2 of the 90s of Millwall Football Club. So moving on now. So I said the club were busy today, so they put this up, supporters guide, 2021-22 supporters guide, and the information for your first trip to the Den. So first time visiting the Den, or maybe it's your first time back post the pandemic, look no further than our in-depth supporters guide to help Lions fans enhance their matchday experience. So it says download here. So let's have a look at and see how much they've got right and what they're saying to. It's probably aimed. Is this aimed at the tourists? I would imagine the people who don't, not season ticket holders, maybe. So yeah, feel free to get in touch with any questions you might have right there. So welcome to the Den. So Shona Groves there. So is she the one who did this? Okay. So by car, the postcode for the Den is that. Satnav will lead you to the ground. Unfortunately, the club has no car parking facilities for supporters, so getting to the Den by public transport is advisable. But then they carry on and tell you how to get to the Den by road. But they don't recommend, so they don't recommend anywhere to park, which I imagine not, but you have to find your own place to park. I imagine if you've been going to the Den for any number of years, you have your favourite place to park. You probably get there at a certain time to make sure you get it. Yeah, there's places all over. There's places down near the Old Kent Road. There's places Surrey Canal Road. There's places Rother Avenue Road. Burney Road, all the way back down there near where the factories are, because no one's really there. Although they've just built a load of flats down the back and a school as well. But yeah, there's places all the way down there, and you got to take your luck if you. By the time you get back to your car after the game, if your window's been smashed in, that's the way it goes. But they give directions here to driving to the den, even though they tell you not to. So by train, South Bermondsey Station is the nearest overground rail station. 5 minutes walk away. Surrey Quays Overground Station is a 20-minute walk away, while New Cross or New Cross Gate Overground stations will take around 30 minutes. The nearest underground stations are Canada Water and Bermondsey, both on the Jubilee line, and both roughly 20 minutes walk to the ground. By bus, a range of different bus services, and then they give them there. Okay. And then they got this little map, okay. Surrey Quays. There, that should be a capital Q, no? I don't know if they just cut and paste that, or whatever they wrote that up. That's a mistake there. The stadium is also accessible from Old Kent Road via Eildon Road. It's just minutes from Surrey Quays Shopping Centre, as well as Deptford, New Cross and Greenwich. So they've got this map here, but so what they don't show you is the little passage that goes down the back from Surrey Quays to the back of the den. Well, I call it the back because it's back from where I normally walk in. It's the Docker stand. What's that? What road is that? Silwood Street, Silwood Estate. The little passage that you walk through there, and you go past the railway line, and then under the railway viaduct, and then through to the back of the ground. They don't have that on here. Now, is that because they don't want to tell people to walk down dark alleys, maybe at night for night games? I don't think it's ever kicked off down there, is it? I know that one of these shit hooligan films they actually filmed down there, didn't they? Which one was it? Green Street? Or was it? What was the other one that's not Green Street? I don't know. The one with the Danny Dyer in it. I have no idea what it's called, but I think they filmed that there. Football Factory. I think they filmed that there. So, but that's the only trouble I've heard of down there. There was a couple of games by the near Surrey Quays where it kicks off, but that's because I think the Everton, maybe the Leeds game, the Whelan's pub, but that's because Surrey Quays is right by the fucking Weatherspoons. So you know the fucking Northern Tramps love fucking Weatherspoons. It's like cheap fucking. They love that cheap shit there. It's a natural home for them. So that's what they're drawn to Weatherspoons like a fucking fly to shit or a moth to a light. And these Northern Tramps, they fucking love it. Apologies to any Northern Tramps watching this, but you know it's true. Come on, why do you love Weatherspoons so much? Just fucking spend some money and go to a proper fucking pub with some fucking nice surroundings in it, where some of the customers have some teeth. Yeah. So I know it's kicked off up there. We've the Everton game where the fucking that mug brought a knife, dropped it, and then a Millwall fan picked it up and slashed his own fucking face with it. That was by, what's that road? Oh, Hawkstone Road, by Rother Avenue Road, right by the station. So that was it. So it does kick off up here. I don't know if it's ever kicked off down that little alleyway, but they haven't put it on the map, so maybe they don't want scare people, because they did film that football. I swear they filmed that Football Factory film there. So yeah, was it Frank Harper and Danny Dyer? Yeah. So buying tickets, yeah, you can buy tickets online. You need to create an account by phone or in person. Collecting tickets, do so in advance because it's going to be a long queue. Kick off on match day as possible to help avoid length queues. Missed that away there. It's supposed to be lengthy queues. Unless otherwise stated, tickets are available on match day right up to kickoff. So they don't sell the tickets after kickoff. So if you hear the game kick off, you're gonna and you're queued up, you're gonna stop. They sell tickets during the game. And here's the layout of the stadium. There's okay. There is something I didn't know. Why have they got player entrance on there? That's a bit weird. They don't have Ari's bar. Ari's bar is in the corner here. Between 40 and 41 and 12 and 13. It's in that little corner there. So they didn't put that on there, but they put everything else on there. They didn't put the I know it's temporary, but the outdoor bar place, which is, I think it probably would be behind 42, 41, 13, 14 behind that part of the stadium there, no? With the blue bus acting as like a bar and shit. CBL bar, do they call it? I don't know, they keep changing the name of it. So one thing I didn't know is that the executive boxes, the entrance is over here. I always thought that you went in here, the lounge entrance, because I've never been in a box. I've been in a lounge, never been in a box, but I always thought that there was like a tunnel under the pitch. For some reason, I don't know what. Maybe there was. Maybe I don't know why I thought that, but I thought you came in the lounge entrance with where all the directors box, executive lounge, Billionaire sponsors lounge, and all that. So everyone come in here, and then they walked underneath the pitch, and then it went into their boxes. That's what I thought they did, because I swear after the game that the people in the boxes, they end up in the lounge. So are they allowed? Do they walk out and then walk back in? Because I always swear, like I hear people, I was in the box, and then after the game they voted for man of the match in the lounge. I don't know what that's about. But I always thought there was a tunnel under the pitch where all the box people walked through and then went up into their boxes. But apparently not. Apparently the entrance is over here. So yeah, even I'm learning something new. So yeah, ticket prices, yeah, ABC. Millwall members can claim a £3 discount, and junior lines can claim a £2 discount when buying a match ticket up to the day before kickoff. Yeah, all junior under 12s must be purchased with a full paying adult or senior ticket. These are league matches. Yeah. So yeah, looks like a bingo card, doesn't it? Like freaking, it's all over the shop. But that's, if you don't want to deal with all this stuff, you just buy a season ticket. It's a lot easier, cheaper as well. By the way, a lot cheaper. But you got to pay up front in you. So 1885 club there. Oh, that's a nice knife there from the chef. Is that a Japanese knife? Looking good. What's he making there? Crepe Suzette. For some reason though, they've got the picture of the old den here. Don't know why they've done that. That bottom right there, that's with the police horse. That's the old den. Looks like early 90s by The police uniform. Don't know why they did that. So there you go. The cost of going in the posh bit. Drink, 3-course meal. Bit of a stadium tour on Saturdays. Matchday program, team sheet, halftime refreshments. Corporate gift, what's that? What's that then? Interesting. What is that? Like a toy or something? Like a flush? It's like a Millwall pen. Like a pen with Millwall on it, like you get down a bookmaker's, the Ladbrokes pen or something. Vote for man of the match presentation. Disabled sports. If you're disabled, there you go. There's a lot going on there for disabled. Wheelchairs. So there's 78 positions for wheelchairs, each with a seat. Sit. It says sit. It should be seat. Not that I'm not picking out, but an error is an error. For a personal assistant, the club also provides 17 spaces for away supporters in the lower north stand. Please note the area is at pitch level, carrying risk of being hit by a ball, getting wet should it rain. Seats for personal assistance provides a good view, and the feedback from away supporters is that the lower north stand is the preferred option. I wonder if you're an away fan and you didn't want to sit there, would they let you, and you were to say, would they let you sit in a home stand? Or like maybe if you didn't even tell them you're an away fan and you just booked it to sit in the home stand. No one's Millwall fans wouldn't beat up a fan in a wheelchair, would they? I don't think anyone do that. Even if they do celebrate when the opposition score, I don't think they'll go that far. Yeah, there's a lift. There is a lift. Yeah, I knew that. You don't see the lift, so the lift is behind the door. You see people walking through the blue door underneath the TVs. Now they're coming from the lift. That's where they're coming from. I think you do see the lift on the ground floor. You see the entrance to the lift on the ground floor, but you don't see it on the top floor. Maybe that's because they don't want people trying to use the lift if they have to evacuate. Maybe that's the reason why. I don't know. Visually impaired supporters can purchase tickets for all parts of the stadium as long as they can get to and from their chosen seat without difficulty. They can bring a PA free of charge. Jeez, that sounds good. If you want to go for if you want to, you and your mate, and you pay for a ticket, he goes for free. All you got to do is buy one of those canes and some sunglasses. You're in. Sweet. Hearing impaired supporters can purchase tickets for all parts of the stadium. Designated windows with hearing. So they got loops for the ticket office, but I know a lot of clubs do like a commentary match day thing. So it doesn't say they do that. What would that be? High follow. So they would broadcast I follow to. I don't even know how they would do that. Like a little thing that they give you, and then you just listen to that. But then I don't know why. Oh no, you can't if you're fucking deaf. What am I talking about? I'm talking about blind people. They do that for blind people. Oh, and they don't even bring a guide dog in if you're blind. What if it's an Alsatian? They let the police bring Alsatians in. That's not fair. So yeah, a lot going on for the disableds there. The Lion Store. So the Lion Store is open 9 to 5 Monday to Friday and non-match day Saturdays. Does that include away games? So if Millwall were playing away, is it still open 9 to 5? I don't know, because I don't really go down there that much. I definitely don't go in there on match days. Living local to the ground, I go on off days. And the last couple of things I bought, I ordered it online. It's pretty decent. Ordering it online is no problems with that for me. Match day opening hours, so Saturday 10 to 3. So they close at kickoff. Okay. Midweek 9 AM to 7:45. Okay. Closed Sunday. Okay. So food and drink. So far, so good. Are you informed? Is this informing you? The Den offers a variety of food and drink in the concourses before kickoff and during half time, including burgers, pies, pastries, chips, beer, soft drinks, confectionery items, and more. Yes, and you probably might need to take out a loan if you're going to buy any of that stuff, because it's fucking expensive. If you are a season ticket holder or member, you can gain entry to Harry's Bar. So Harry's Bar, yeah. So they mention Harry's Bar now, located on the south side of the stadium, which opens from midday on a Saturday match day and 5 PM for midweek evening game. So they mention it here, but they don't put it on the map. The SC16 Bar, yeah, that's what I was here. They changed the name of it. I swear it used to be CBL Bar. There's no better way to soak up a pre-match atmosphere than the Millwall's famous SC16 Bus Bar. A family-friendly environment, it's a perfect sports bar for you to enjoy alongside fellow Millwall supporters. With live music on offer. Yeah, they've got the that's it there in the background, I think. Not bad. What else they got? It's a Matchday Program. Millwall's Matchday Program is available at the ground. £3 cash only. The build up to the kickoff. Get back in the traditional Matchday routine by purchasing a program to add to your meal collection. Yeah, very decent stuff in the program. It's quite often you'll find stuff in a program that's not even online and that. Like there was something about the Millwall Museum curator asking for photographs and stuff, I think. Yeah, there's our program is very good, very good. I've got well, I don't buy a program at the ground anymore because I've got a subscription. Because when we were shut out because of the COVID restrictions, I got a subscription. I found it was a lot better than having to carry a program around with me all game and away from the game on the way home. And it was in mint condition because I wasn't folding it up or trying to put it in my pocket and shit like that. So I find that a lot better. So I've been doing that this season as well. Carried it on. So here you go. Here's what happens when players arrive. Why do they put that in there? So people turn up early and try and get autographs and shit like that. Yeah. So there you go. What else we got? Social media. Follow Millwall. Keep up to date with that. And that shit. There you go. Not bad little guide. What do you think? Is that gonna get the tourists in? Yeah, not bad. So there you go. So that was on the Millwall's official site today. Seems like a lot of work's been into that. So it's very good. Number of spelling errors, but there's a lot going on there, so I won't blame them for that. So there you go. That's it, and that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.